Well, back in October last year, I was headed down to Wilmington to do a 2-district revitalization. We got hit by thunderstorms. We knew they were bad. We didn't realize how bad, but overnight we received in this area 9.5 inches of rain. That was bad. We had a little flooding, flash flooding and stuff going on around the area. After that, a week later, here came Hurricane Matthews, which dropped another 18, 19 inches of rain on us, which was bad, and we thought we'd be okay, but up in Moore County, we had a couple dams that failed, and that's what really flooded us out here in Spring Lake area. Well, me and my wife, we couldn't get down here initially because they had the roads blocked off because Manchester was flooded up by 87. But once they finally let us start coming down here, we came down here and we still had water all the way from the front of the building here up close to our lake, which is unbelievable. Members that have been here, members since day one, have said it's never been that bad. Me and the wife went inside the building and we had water marks all 21 inches high inside our building. Stuff was washed around, our chairs were soaked, and I told the wife, I said, it's going to be an uphill battle, but we can't give up. We got to find some way to do this. So our first thing was to start a GoFundMe page. We were looking around trying to get quotes from people. We found this place called Your Dream Home Improvements, and they gave us initially repairing the floor and all the other stuff a quote of $50,000. But it's gone up now to about $58,000 because we added new windows. We had to move our HVAC to another location so it wouldn't be right in the middle of the floor. And there's other little minor things they've done for us that took the cost up, but it's things that need to be done. Yes, I mean, that does play a role in it, that I did so much and brought the post up so much over the past 4 years. But still, I wasn't just looking at me, I was looking at us, our total membership, because this is their home too, and the membership owns the post. And me being the commander, it was my job as a leader not to let my fellow Legionnaires down. So that's why I said I must stay and get it accomplished somehow.
I joined I think it was about April of this year. I'd been looking for some sort of volunteer organization to get a part of, and I reached out to the American Legion also because I noticed they had a shooting range, and that drew me in. And then I spoke with Ray and Mark, and they invited me to a meeting. They said, you don't have to sign up right now, just come see what we're about, see what we do. And that's what drew me in. During the meeting, they're discussing how after our entire post was destroyed, they were discussing how we're going to go out and help other veterans and help other veterans' homes and continue to support the community versus just getting us up and running immediately. They wanted to make sure everybody else was all right before we were, and that's what really drew me in. My grandfather was in the American Legion and still is, but other than that, I had really not much of it. But seeing what Ray and them do is what kind of drew me in, and then they explained a lot more of it to me, and then they've invited me out to events and things here, and they've shown me what it's about. Well, I think the biggest part of it was that I wanted to help them rebuild this, and they definitely needed they needed the full force of everybody. And after something like Hurricane Matthew came through, a lot of people were having some, they had their own family things going on. I'm a single guy, so I have all the time in the world. I figured might as well make the use of it.
So I would say it was back in January, February timeframe. I saw a GoFundMe post basically on the internet. So I did a lot of other veteran support type things. I saw that, had an opportunity to call and see if we could come out and help. And then once I came here, I met Mark, saw the facility, saw the destruction that the flood and the hurricane had done, and that's really, it pulled me in, because immediately helping others is obviously, what we're here to do anyway. Yeah, so the efforts were really multiple organizations. You had Operation Supply Drop, which is what I was part of then. We had a community kind of focus here locally. Team Rubicon was another piece of what I was doing. A lot of time with Habitat for Humanity and stuff like that. So seeing this was perfect because it was, us looking for a service project to help veterans, and then this just kind of, I hate that it fell in our lap, but I'm also, I'm thankful because I wouldn't be standing here today talking to you.
Until we, probably for another year, still raise more money and get new furniture, new chairs and all that good stuff, the mission still won't be totally complete for me. But either way, I don't believe in giving up. Some people do, but yes, it can be stressful, but you just got to hang in there.